Hi everybody, Steve Holland here from Windsor. Just to go through the homework for the GLA. This is your review video. It's Year 5, Block 6, Week 1, Lesson 2. And you were meant to do in Lesson 2 combined pictures, nets and cubes, series and reflected pictures. And hopefully you had a go at the you could as well. So this is the book we're going to be using. And we start off with section 1, test 5. It's pages 12 and 13. So this is the one where you're asked to combine two shapes. The thing is with this, you need to look at what you have got already in the two shapes. Thick outer line and some other circle, another circle bit in the middle. What's the shading, direction of things. Spans Ross definitely is something you must remember. So you've got this as the other shape, and it's got a black shaded circle in the center and two outer rings. And what does it look like? You've got a couple of options. Well, one of the best options is actually probably to try and draw that. So let's have a look. What can we eliminate? Well, we can eliminate, for example, we can eliminate B. It's got smaller. Same goes for E. That's got smaller too. If we look at C, well, we can see that the inner dot in the middle has now changed. That's now not there. Let's have a look at D or A. Well, in A, if we look, we've now got a thicker line here. But we don't have that thicker line, wouldn't happen in our original two shapes. So that can happen, so our answer is D. Okay, so let's have a quick look to see what else we've got. Number 2. So this is where you have to rethink about where shapes, if they get rotated, what are they going to look like? Now, you can obviously draw them. So if I wanted to draw this shape, again, you will do it far better than I can. It would look like this. If I turned it around, if I swiveled it around back. Okay, so let's have a look. Can it be this one here? No, it can't be that one. Okay, can't be A. Impossible for it to be A. Could it be B? Well, if we've got that one going up, if I was to turn that is a mirror image, that one there, or that, so that cannot be it. Okay, and also if you look, we've got the thicker of the two rectangles is at the top, and that doesn't happen on this one. Again, that's the wrong way around. Can't be B. C, well, let's have a look. We've turned that around, so that shape goes there. That one fits this, so great, that's perfect. But let's just make sure. D, well, again, if that would have to go the wrong way around, that would not work. So we've got this shape is correct, but it's this one here that doesn't fit. All right, because if I turn that round, that bit here will be there. E, again, same thing. That little rectangle there is too small. That wouldn't fit. So yes, it is a C. Let's have a look at question 3. It does look a bit more complicated, but actually it's not as bad as all that. Look at what we've got. We've got two triangles, which form a diamond shape in the middle there, and we're adding this shape to it. Okay, so we can again just draw a very rough image over what it might look like. And we've got that smaller diamond there. We've got that coming down, and then that draws. So let's have a quick look. Could it be A? No, because that circle there is far too close. Can't be that one. Well, B, definitely not, because if you notice now, we've changed our shape completely. Let me just get rid of that. We've changed our shape completely. There. Okay, so it cannot be B. C? Well, I can't even find that shape. There it is there. But if you notice, this squatter is bigger. It's actually changed. And also these sides here, these lines have got bigger too. Can't be C. D, well, it could be, but if we look at the length of these lines, they actually are in line with that circle, but here they're not. And finally E. It is actually E, so we'll look to see how it works. Well, we've got this shape, that one is there, okay, and then this one has been turned around and that's been rotated 90 degrees and is now pointing this way. All right. Question 4 on this slide. Again, so we'll look at what we've got. We have shape here. It's got a triangle on top. It's got two circles in the middle, one with a line going through the center and the other one where the circle is on top of that line. And then on this side, we have two small rectangles with two larger, slightly different size rectangles. Let's have a look over here. Well, we've got the shapes the sort of the right way, but if you notice, it's not quite right because the lines, these rectangular shapes are slightly further across and it doesn't fit. So that's wrong. Could it be B? Well, actually, there's a strong probability. We've got the shapes in the right places. We've got that line, and we've got the other lines there as well. A strong possibility. Let's have a look. This one where we've got the line going over that circle there, so it can't be that one. This one can't be because of shapes, and this one definitely. Again, because we're missing this line here, so we don't have that line. So the answer is B. Okay, that's our right one. So let's have a look at our next slide. 5. So we have two lines going down, a rectangular, but the lines seem to be on either side. We have this shape, and again, it's really important you remember which way around they go when you have to rotate that shape. So this shape is on the left-hand side if we did that. So if we were to turn this shape around this way, for example, so we turned it around 180, okay, that would still be on the right hand side and it would be over there. All right, okay, so let's have a quick look. A, well, we've got those two lines. That line seems to be on that far left hand side of the rectangle here, and this one seems to be on the far right. We've got that rectangle at the top followed by a triangular shape that covers that there, and that, well, that would be a possibility. So I'm just going to keep that. Let's just quickly check. Well, this shape now has been rotated, but if you notice, this bit here would have to be there on our original shape. This seems to be exactly the same, but if you notice, the rectangle here is pointing in the wrong direction. It's pointing that way. Okay, and our rectangle is angled that way. This one, again, if this shape got rotated, that bit there is in the wrong place. Can't be that one. And finally, again, same thing, this little bit there will tell us that that's in the wrong place because it would need to stay this side. Okay, if I was to rotate that 90 degrees like that, can't be that. The answer is A, definitely. Question 6. Okay, so we've got a diamond, a square, and a right angle, an L shape there. And we've got these as well. So we'll look at A. Can it be A? Possibility, but if you notice, again, you've got to make sure that you know where these lines are. Make sure it's in the right place. If that's got rotated, as it has here, around, this line here would be there in the box. Wrong place. Get rid of A. B. Well, this time that line is in the right place because if we rotated that 45 degrees, then that would be facing in the right way. But again, look at what you've got. If I turn this round, all right, our little man with his arms out, that one would be down, and that would be up. These are the sorts of things you've got to do, but if you look at this one, it's gone the wrong way. If I was to do this, well, looks like we might have the right shape, but again, that hasn't been turned around. This shape hasn't been rotated, and this here is in the wrong place. Can't be that. Well, this shape is correct, but again, if you look, his arms have been turned around. Okay, can't be that one. So finally, it has to be E, and that is our correct answer. Okay, cubes. One way to practice this is to actually create your own cubes and to nets rather, and to then fold them up. All right, so I'm sure you could on a computer have all these squares, and then you can add different bits. You can draw the bits in yourself, cut them out, fold them up, see which ones. Try and answer them first without doing that. So let's have a quick look. Let's see what we can remember, what we do. Remember, its opposites can't be seen. So if I can see that, I won't be able to see that, but that's blank anyway. All right. So we've got that one. So let's put numbers there. That'll be 1. That's going to be 1. I'm going to put that as 2. That one as 2. And this one as 3. I'm going to write the 3 there because I won't get seen. So that one and that one are opposite, that one and that one are opposite, and that one and that one. There's not much to go on in this one. All you have is an arrow pointing down. Okay, so if I fold, that one would go there. That side would go at the top. But if I can see an arrow, if I can see the black face, which ones would I be able to see? So 1 and 1, I can't do that. 3 and 3, 2 and 2. That though, this side here, would fit there. So that should be showing there, and it's not. Can't have that one. Okay, B. Could it be B? Well, let's have a look. We've got an arrow going down. So that's the side we have there. Then this side would be up. And finally, on the top, as you can see here, would be that. So yes, it could be B. C, no. Let's see the bits it couldn't, because I kept a black and a shaded side there. The arrow's pointing down, but on this, the arrow's pointing towards the shaded side. No, it can't be that one. And finally, E. Well, the arrow is pointing down to the shaded side, and we can see by looking at that arrow, it's pointing in the wrong direction. So that means we can see that our answer is definitely B. Okay, question 8. Again, look at what we've got. Black. You've got to remember opposites cannot be together. So if I can see that, I can't see that. So that's 1, and that's 1 there. Those two are opposites. So blank, and that one, and that one, and that one. That one would go there, so that's how we would look at it. This one, that side there, would, pen works, will go there. Let's have a quick look. Yep, there it is, will go there. That side will be on that one, and this top bit here will go all the way around to there. Okay, so let's have a look. I have, what do I got? I've got a black side. No, it's got one side there, shaded side, but if I can see that shaded side, the next side to it is that one, so it can't be that. Let's have a look at B. I've got a diamond and circle. They can't be seen together because they're opposites, so that definitely is out 2. What about C? Okay, well, C has the diagonals in it, correct, and yes, I would be able to see that, and I wouldn't be able to see that side as well. But if you notice, their diagonals are going upwards from right to left, wrong way around. Okay, unless we could turn it around so we can see that Okay, and then we can see that side as well. So yes, they would be going. So it could be that. Let's have a quick look. We have our diamond shape and that. But if the shape, and that's that side, would it get seen? No, it wouldn't. Okay, so it can't be that one. And last but not least, we have the shaded side, and the diagonal side can't be that one, so it has to be C. Let's have a look at our next lot of questions. Question 9. Again, same sort of thing. Opposites cannot be together. Question 9. So A, well, we have, that would go there. This would go here. And this bit would be on there. Okay, same with that. That would go against that one. That would go against that one. And this side would be at the top too. So let's have a quick look. A can't be A because we have that white side on top. Okay, can't be that. B, well, we have the square and we have that, so that would work. But what about this here? Well, if I can see that, I can't see that because that would be on the opposite side. Can't be that one. I've got my dotted side here, and then I've got that. So they are opposite, so they can't be seen. Do that. Got my square at the top, and again, if I look at my shape, these are opposites, so these won't be seen at all together. Let's have a look. I've got my dotted one as well. As I said, I can have the dotted one can go over there, that and that. So those three can be seen together, so the answer is E. Question 10. We've got our triangle. Again, remember, opposites cannot go together. So look, we've got, and again, if it does help, you can draw the lines in to help you. And do that, because that's why they are there. Practice right putting them against there. So would we have that? So we have that, so that would go onto that one as well. So that would go there, and that would go against that one. All right. So circle, and the so we could have that. That's pointing in the right direction, but that circle, if it was folded, wouldn't be in the right place. That can't be right. Now we have a circle and the dotted and the black. So if I fold those two up, I'd end up with that. And if I had the circle would be there. So if I flip that round, I wouldn't have those together because they're opposites. We have the square, rectangle, and the black. But we need to check which way around things are going. So is that right? The rectangle's in the right place. The triangle, though, is a little bit smaller. I don't know whether that's the way. So if I was to turn that round, and that round, you see, if I had the black on that side, that triangle would be down here. Wouldn't be able to see it. And do that. So I have now a circle at the top. I've got my triangle pointing the right way, so this needs to be pointing to that, and I would have that on that side, so that's a possibility. And finally, I have the lines, I have that up there. Now if I had those two together, then either one of these I'd be able to see would be that, so it can't be that side. So our answer is D. Number 11. So look, we've got this pointed to that way, and on this side we've got this circle. Can't see it, can't happen. So let's have a look at the shapes. We've got that shape pointing down, we've got the circle at the top. So on the left hand side we would have this shading. Yeah, could be that one. We've got that arrow pointing up, and then we've got that, and again this is pointing in the wrong direction, as you can see. That pointing up, for that there, that tape, it would need to be there, so it can't be that one. ED, we've got the hatched shape over there, so that would go, don't forget, against that. Would that work then with that on top? So if those and those, can't see them together at the same time. Can't be that one. Now the circle, if I was to do that, so if I had that one and this one went there, well, you'd notice that actually that arrow would be pointing towards that circle, and it's not. So our answer is B. Finally, question 12. Let's have a look. Anything here, first of all, which is not in this. Alright, so same thing, opposites. Just because it's turned on its side doesn't mean to say it's suddenly become more difficult. Alright, remember that, that goes there. Now you've got to make sure you know which way is which. So you can see the top end of this heart shape is next to the square. This shaded side is pointing down. So the heart is pointing down, looking at that. Alright, you've got this line, so that and that can't be seen. That and that can't be seen, and that square and that square. What if I had this? So I've got that at the top. Could that be facing forwards? Yes, it could. That's a possibility. I'm going to check that against all of them. Why maybe not? B, we've got our square, and now we've got that at the top. So is that the right way? No, it's not, because you can look at the square. Can't happen. We've got our heart. Square. That's definitely a possibility. And our heart, no, because the heart's the wrong way around. There, in that one. We've got the square, so those two are in the right place. But if I had that one facing forward, I wouldn't be able to see that line, because that line would be this side. So it can't be that one. And then for 2, let's check this one again. So that line is in the right place. But would I be able to see that shading? Well, no, because that shading then would be on the wrong side. Can't be that one, so it has to be C. Okay, next test. Section 1, test 6, pages 14 and 15. So that's something slightly different. Now on this one, which picture on the right goes with the empty space? We've got one arrow pointing that way. Then we got another black arrow going that way. And what we have is one arrow in the opposite direction is added at the bottom each time, and then the colors move down. So our answer, so if you notice that is not shaded, still goes that way, in that direction, but then it moves from not shaded, shaded, not shaded. So the next one should be shaded, the top arrow. Okay, first of all, let's get rid of the ones, sorry, no, what am I talking about? Should not be shaded, because that one is shaded. Now what happens is this jumps down to there. Okay, sorry, let's grade that one, sorry, my fault. So this moves down, we add another arrow to it. So each time it keeps alternating. So it goes that way, then that way, then that way, and then that way, then that way. So first of all, let's have a look, see if we can find out any of these going in the right direction. No, that one get rid of, because those two arrows and those two arrows are going in the same direction. We can keep that one. No, I can't get rid of that because that top arrow is pointing that way and it doesn't do that. So we're now down to 3. So let's have a look. We have, so it should be, say it's shaded, blacked or fully shaded, and clear. So our next one in our sequence, because if we look, we've got 1, 2, 3, should be not shaded and pointing that way. Ooh. So let's have a quick look. So it's pointing that way, sorry, pointing this way. So, oh, A, I need to get rid of that because that's pointing in the wrong direction. I'm left with 2. That way, okay. then it should be a grayed out. It's not, and our answer is D. Question 2. Let's have a look at what we are happening here. So our arrow is rotating. It's rotating clockwise, and it's rotating 45 degrees clockwise. And as you notice, it gets darker while the line is moving. So the line is down there, and as the line moves a little bit closer, it gets darker again, and also gets thicker. By the time we're up to this point, so we now need an arrow going that way. Okay, so we've got to find any arrows that do not go that way. Let's get rid of D. Let's get rid of E. So we're left with 3. Well, we can't have... Let's have a look. Could it be A? Well, it could be, because the narrow next bit up would be about there anyway. So it would be getting closer. It would be thicker, but that one's thicker again, and that's getting closer to the arrowhead. Can't be C, even though it's in the right direction or properly pulled out, because that line has actually gone back. Can't be that one. D, well, our line hasn't got any thicker, so the answer is A. Question 3. What do we got? We've got black dots or little white dots and a circle with diagonal left to right. So that's there. So first of all, let's have a look at this circle. It keeps moving to the left. Do diagonals move? Well, that one, then that's in the opposite direction, and that's back that one. So I'm looking for a circle with diagonals going in this direction, starters. So do any of these not have it? Well, that doesn't, so I'm going to get rid of that. That's in the right way, that's going the right way, and that's going right. Okay, so as the shapes move there, these circle, the black dots get smaller and the space in between gets bigger. Let's have a look. Anyone which gets smaller, that gets smaller. They all get smaller, but that is almost as small as that one. So we're going to get rid of that. This one here, again, is the same size as that one. And so is that one. I'm going to get rid of that one, but A is our answer because it's only moved a small amount. Question 4. Picture rotated 45 degrees anti-clockwise. Alright, so again, make sure you can see what you can see. So that is going in anti-clockwise direction, so you can see that's moving up. That gets moved to there, 45 degrees, another 45 degrees, so our last one should be with that pointing up in that direction, and this one pointing, going, yep, that's it, straight up and going that way. Okay, so has any of that? Well, that one does. Let's get the arrow in the right place. Is there anything else that shouldn't be happening? That's a possibility. We'll keep an eye on that one. Okay. B. Could it be B? Well, let's have a quick look. If you notice this shape here, can you see how that shape is sort of pointing out towards this top of this arrowhead? Is it doing that? No, it's not. Let's give it to that. That's definitely a possibility. This no, because that's completely pointing the wrong way. That's pointing the right way, but we've lost this line. Let's get rid of that. This one, well, that's completely the opposite. So it can't be that at all. So the answer is actually B. Let's move on to our next one, question 5. So we have one line, a square, a rectangle rather, with one line. Another rectangle, but this time with 2 lines. So all we are doing is one line is added. The lines don't change, but one extra one gets added. And we're left with, so we've got 1, 2, 3 lines here. And then we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're looking for something which has 4 lines, because that's 3, that's 4. Anything less we can get rid of. Is there anything we can immediately get rid of? Yeah, we can get rid of B. 1, 2, 3, we can get rid of A. 1, 2, 3, we can get rid of D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me check that again. It's so difficult to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one there, that one there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too many. So by a process of elimination, our answer is C. 6. So we have one large triangle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 3, 16. These are arrows. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what's happening here? The shapes increase in square numbers. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the number of sides go up 1 each time. So that means we're looking for a shape with 5 sides. Okay, and they increase in square numbers. Okay, so that's 3, that's 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4. Our answer, let's have a look. First of all, we need something with 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of C. A, could be that? No, because it's only got 1 side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's a possibility. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't be that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be that one, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Our answer is B, not that one. And on the home straight. 7. Got those going there. Again, the same sort of thing. If you notice, if we turn that way, that one would, we're looking for a reflection. That's not an exact reflection on the way that it's going, because that darker a bit there. This one, that shape has changed. There was a reflection. Gain, no. Anything different? Yep, not. B. Is it C? Let's have a quick look at that there, and these are the sorts of shapes. Could be a C. Let's have a look at this shape. Well, if you look at that shape, that's slightly different to our one over there, so that can't be that. D. Well, again, we've got this shape in the right place. Could be that. Let's have a look. No, because that is not touching there, so the answer is D. Question 8. We have these there, and we have that line, and we have these following that way. Okay, so it's a reflection, remember. So that needs to go in the opposite direction. These need to be in the opposite direction. They go in that way, so they must go in the opposite direction. That way, definitely could be that. That's going that way. That's going that way. But if you notice, the arrows are now going the wrong way. They're going exactly the same direction as that. This one, well, could be, but this is going in the wrong way. This is not a reflection of that. D. Well, our arrow lines here are slightly thinner. That's going in the right direction. Are these going in the right direction? Yep. But they should be, oh, that's graded. That doesn't have any lines on it. And does that one, there's a difference, so the answer is actually A. And next, 9. So arrow pointing that way, so our arrow would need to go that way. Got this shape, so our line would need to go that way. You could always try drawing it. That's the thing, you could always try drawing it if you wanted to, and that would be an arrow going that way. If you've got your rectangle, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it far better than I, because that should be there, and then you've got the arrow pointing in that direction. Okay, could be this way. The diagonals are going that. Oh, they're going the wrong way. Diagonals are going the right way. Arrowhead, it could possibly be that. Arrowhead that way. Oh, but look, that's not right. It would have to be, whatever it was, would have to be, the box would have to be there across that. Can't be C. Could be D. But again, our diagonals are going in the wrong direction. Arrow's pointing the opposite way completely, so the answer is B. If you can see our boxes there, arrow there. Right, question 10. Let's have a quick look. We've got this there, you've got that squiggly line, and remember it's a reflection. So if it was a reflection, we would have that there. Got our arrow. Got that sitting there, that there, that at the middle, and that goes up like that, so that would go in a reverse. That would point in that way, and so that would be pointing that way. So, reflection could be A. Looks like it could be, but if you notice, our diagonals are going the right way. But diagonals on this one are going the same direction. They'd be going in the opposite way. They'd be going this way. It can't be A. B, our squirrely line is going in the wrong way. It's going the same way as that. C, could be that, because everything seems to be in the right place. No, because that is going in the wrong direction. That would be going that way. Can't be that. E, well, we already know that our arrow needs to go that way. Can't be that. So our, by process of elimination, works out to be C. Question 11. Okay, so look at what we got. Can it be that one? No, definitely not, because of the flag. Well, it needs to be reflection, not a rotation. Can't be that one. Could be... Okay, could it be C? Also a quick look. Our flag is in the right direction. And this, because it's a reflection, would be like that. We've got our rectangular shape, and that's in the right direction. Could it be C? Well, let's have a quick look. Possibly. Let's have a look at this one. See if there's anything different. Again, we've got to be really careful in what we're looking at. D, definitely got all the right things, and you say it could be a D. E, no, because this flag is pointing in the same direction as the flag there. Can't be that. So we'll look back here just to make sure. Everything, ooh, let's have a quick look. If the handle of the umbrella looking shape, that is going in that direction, and that one's going in that direction too. So no, that is not a reflection. So our answer is D. Finally, question 12. Again, look what we have. That there, that going there. So if it's a reflection, that would be like that. Okay, so that's one of our key things. So, first of all, what can we get rid of? Nice and easy. Yep, we can get rid of that. And we can get rid of this one. The arrows are going in the wrong direction. So, a reflection then is that and that. So, a reflection would have to be this and this. Okay. Let's have a look at B. Oh, well, this shape is going in the same way, so it cannot be that. D. Same thing again. That can't be that, so our answer is E. So, a big well done to anybody who's completed the You Could activities as well. Okay, don't forget to get those marked at home. Right, well done everybody, keep safe, and hopefully talk to you soon. Bye.